So you join me on day 2 on our new Minecraft server. It's day 2 technically, semantically and realistically. So yeah, and I can get away with saying that because, well, it just is. If we think about it, if you look at it realistically, we can say started the server up on after midnight on what was day 1, so after midnight still counts as day 1. And so yesterday, even though I played it for an hour beforehand, oh yeah, I want that back. Right, so yeah, even though I played it for an hour beforehand, we could say that when I came back to it, it was still the same day. So, because it technically was, because, you know, when I started playing it, it was after midnight. So technically, semantically and realistically, that all was day 1. So this now is day 2. So semantics, yes. So anybody who wants to argue otherwise, technically, realistically and semantically, this is definitely day 2. It just feels like day 2. This is the first proper full day that we can devote to playing it, and it just really is. So yeah, so what is the general plan? Well, today is another day where I can't really spend that much time on this. So having said that, I also need to consider realistic goals. Just out of reach. Got it. Right. So, realistic goals. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm starting on this structure, which is going to hold my AFK fish farm, because I need the AFK fish farm to be up and running at some point soon. That's probably too high, so I could go at the top block. So have I got the blocks down? Yes, yes, and no. Right, great. I have to put it up. Okay, so I need the AFK fish farm, and I can get that built today, no problem. So realistically, that is something I can achieve today. And something else I am expecting I can get achieved today is I expect I can get achieved an emergency shelter over by where the spawning chunks are. So where we would be spawning in during, if we were to just spawn in, or if we would die without a bed, then we need a place to run to. So, you know, if it's nighttime and you've died and things, you don't want to be stuck out over there and nowhere to go, because let's face it, if all the buildings are over here and that's way over there, yeah, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. So normally in Minecraft you build near the spawn chunks unless you got something else going on. And so yeah, I definitely think that I need to build an emergency shelter. Have I done this wrong? I got a feeling that with the design that was briefly in my head, I might have done this wrong. Yep. what? Oh, that's gonna be just enough room for that. So yeah, that's perfect spacing for that. But I would suggest that I can bring it out just a little bit. Like that. No, that's definitely gone too far. So if I bring it out like that, that fills up that space and gives me a little bit more internal space to get around. Otherwise it was just the bare minimum that I needed. So that's the internal space for the AFK fish farm. So that's fine. That's where the door's going to be. And yeah, let's think about this. A, I don't think I'm going to have enough andesite blocks for it. B, I'm not really happy with this edging here like that, so I'm going to have to reterrain it just a touch, just because I think I would like the thing in front of the pillars. So if I have it so that we have I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we have the pillars coming up like so, and then this would all be in front of it. I think that would just look a little bit better, just on the aesthetics. So I would say that works just a little bit better. You know what, I don't even need to get rid of that. I mean, I can just have it so that, yeah, that would even work better. So I could do that even better if I did that. So yeah, I reckon that would work even better. So we have that as a base going. Yeah, we could do this. I mean, okay, so I've got a plan. I have a plan, and we'll cut to that shortly. So yeah, I think we can go with this. This is a goer. So let's go through some of the things I've been up to today, because a lot of this I thought I had recorded, but it's lost footage. I've sectioned off my animals, as you can see. I have them in breeding pairs, so you've got pigs there in breeding pairs over there, and these cows are going to stay up here. The sheep, I'm going to section them off into breeding pairs, and later on, once I've dealt with the pigs, and it's going to be the same story with the chickens. And what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to move them underground, because I have an underground section now. Let's look at the AFK fish farm, because the AFK fish farm is mostly complete. It's work in progress still. I've got some of the crap bricks in. I want to do the back ones, and if I'm honest, I would probably end up putting in some mossy stone bricks in there when I've got access to vines. I would probably want to do something about the building behind it, which is all the andesite, because it's rather heavy on andesite and it just doesn't look that great. I mean, you come up to it and it's generally fine, but I don't know. But this is the AFK fish farm, so I've got to make sure I'm on there so I can get in. So it's just a basic thing. All I need is the center block for the light, but because you need sky access, you just need the bit there, and you just fish on the thing. I did go through the whole build process of it, but that got cut out, obviously, lost footage. It's something that Doc M77 paraded in a video, but it's very simple. You just get your rod and you fish on the gold. Your bobber is on the gold plate. You aim about there, so you're hitting the note block behind, and the trapdoor lifts up. So you just fish on there, and thanks to 1.13 you can waterlog the fence post, which is why this is so compact and so much easier. And so yeah, it's just made it so much easier as a thing. It's just super compact. So I've got my bed in here, just because if you get on AFK and things and it's all dark and things, you get a lot of phantoms and stuff. It's not very nice. So come down here and all the chests, all the hoppers. I need to put in some kind of like piston unit here, so you activate it by a lever here that pulls pistons back, and then I'm going to have some cacti down there for the waste disposal, and then I'm going to have access to it coming down here, and then down here, which is work in progress, I have my quick access. Might as well do this, because I have noticed that when I was doing the cows, they didn't quite land where I wanted them to. So yeah, this is just quick way of getting the animals down, because the pigs will be directly above here. So the pigs are just going to be up there, the two pigs. So dig out those blocks, they come falling down into the water, and they're down, no problem. And then I can put them into a simple kind of like cooker machine, and that's that. The cows themselves, actually I'll really fill the bucket. I've got well, I originally had a breeding pair of cows down here, and got a dispenser tied to water that pops the cows up, and then you can just feed the cows if you can hit more of them, and that allows you to just get them breeding away. So they're just sitting there. What I've also got going on in here is, next to these cows, you won't be able to see it, so where that dispenser is there, on that cobble block there, there's a sign, so that will stop any kind of like liquid that's dispensed onto here from pouring onto it, so I can breed these cows up, and theoretically once I've got some babies going on, I can get a quick pulse of lava ejecting out, and that should kill the adult cows and keep the babies, and that would give me lots of cooked meat and lots of leather, and that would all go into that chest down there if I want to use it that way. Otherwise I can just keep feeding them up and they will entity cram, and that does it that way. But you can see the height difference between the babies which are down there and the adults which are up there, and that's what will deal with the lava and things, and why they should be safe from the lava. Some of the things I'm up to is this. I was talking through the build and going through the build process on camera, but yeah, as I said, it didn't go and do it, so yeah, lovely. So the whole point of this structure is that if you spawn in this general location, you need somewhere to sleep away the night, because if you spawn in and it's night, what are you gonna do? And if you've died and you just log in around this area, what are you gonna do? So you need somewhere to basically run to and shelter. So that's the whole point of this. And I need quite a bit of stairs, and I'm hoping it shouldn't be too much, but yeah, I've either made too much or too little lately. So hopefully I haven't messed up this time. So this is definitely an evolving build. Try not to place it in the grass, because I can see the hitbox for that grass right on my head as I try and angle it. So want to make sure that I can get this right, and the problem is that this is becoming quite a cramped area. So yeah, that's gone wrong, because as I said, it's quite a cramped area, this. But it seems I can get right on top of it, so that was good. So freaking server lag. You click the thing, it all freezes up, and then it just like, you know. Nothing annoys me quite like this server. So right, and I think I need to change the other side, because I did redo some stuff. So yeah, I might have to reshape that in terms of the planks. So yeah, if I get up on here, I'll tell you what I'm on about, because yeah, okay, so it's going to be slightly weird if you look at it. No. So yeah, Right, I can't help but feel that I might want a chimney or something on this, just to lift it up a bit and give it a bit of height. But you know, it's just a basic build, just so you've got somewhere to run to. But I think if I gave it a chimney or something, that might give it a bit of extra height or something as well, so you can definitely notice it. So I think I'll probably do that. I definitely need to mix up the block palette as well, but this is, well, said it earlier but it didn't record. I was getting the building done first, then I was going to do the block palette. Doing fences for windows because I don't want to waste any glass on this, because it's just an emergency shelter. So anyway, let's just get a chimney in here. So basic chimney, very basic chimney, and you go and say, right, okay, it's a basic chimney. Up close doesn't look good at all. From a distance, chimney. Yeah, it's fine, it works. It's just, you know, basic. It's basic, it's blunt, it does its job. Yeah. We're not going to be winning any awards with this building, and that's, you know, a whole thing with this one. It's not going to be winning any awards whatsoever. It's just, you know, an emergency shelter, so you come running around and there's nothing to shelter you. You just need somewhere to go. So, oh, there was probably a torch there. So anyway, I think just need to yeah, there's definitely a torch there. Just need to put in a few of these stone blocks just to break things up a bit. I think one last thing I want to do is a chest. Didn't want to split that, but we'll put a chest in. And then we can just throw in a bit of wood here, throw in a stack of cobble there, and we can throw in that, and you know, that will get somebody started. Yeah, if you want to start, what do you need? You need to build a pick, you need to do everything else. Actually, we'll put in the bread, and there, we're fine. So that'll get you to wherever you need to go, right?